It's your boy, Salisbury May, and today we're doing UFC 311 predictions. I know we're kind of late. I mean, lazy again. But yeah, I'll rate this card a 9 out of 10. It's actually pretty stacked. And, and yeah, it's fire. It's a fire card. I'm not referring to the fires in Los Angeles, but yeah, I don't know. The fights might the fights might be so good that another fire's gonna start in LA and then LA is gonna burn again. So yeah. I'll put these fights in random order because I don't know why not. No other MMA YouTuber does it, so I'll do it. First, Marab versus Umar. Marab's crashing out so out so far, and I love I don't know the quote which Marab's been saying in the press conference stuck in my head rent free. You have to be a man first. You have to be a man first. I don't know. That press conference between Marab and Umar was hilarious. I'm gonna go with Umar. I think this will be a pretty dominant performance from Umar because I think Marab kind of has the wrestling advantage, but Umar's not gonna fear the takedowns and wrestling of Marab. That's gonna allow Umar to basically throw jabs, teeps, head kicks, leg kicks, body kicks, and yeah, that's gonna eventually what damage is gonna wear on Marab. And Umar outstruck Corey Sandhagen, so I do not see how a shorter Marab is gonna be able to compete with Umar on the feet. So Marab really has to pressure, and Marab will have to take damage in order to get takedowns, which I think he'll struggle. I think Umar will piece Marab up on the feet with jabs and things like that. So I'm gonna go with Marab. I mean Umar decision where basically wins maybe 4 rounds and it's pretty dominant. Next, Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano. Beneil Dariush is a grandpa, I understand. He's literally a grandpa, but he's fighting in the UFC. Um, Renato Moicano, so sad we couldn't see the Paddy Pimblett fight. Hopefully that fight still happens. Moicano's also been a late bloomer in his career. He's been in the UFC for 10 years, and he's always kind of been a pretty good fighter, but now he's like basically entering his prime. After 10 years in the UFC, it's pretty insane. And this is a really close fight, in my opinion. I think people underestimating Beneil Dariush has a very good chance of winning because Beneil Dariush is very good at scrambling and grappling, and also Beneil Dariush does have some underrated power in his hands. He kind of has bombs in his hands. But I'm gonna go with Moicano. Moicano is younger. Beneil Dariush, I don't know, hasn't really been fighting that much, and Moicano is more motivated. Moicano can't afford to lose, and he wants to chase that money. So I think that will give him an edge over Beneil Dariush. I'll go over Renato Moicano decision. Next, Peyton Talbot versus Rene Barcelos. Um, I think it's going to be a pretty close fight. I think it's going to be a kind of tough fight for Peyton Talbot, where people are going to say, "Oh, Peyton Talbot is overhyped, overrated. This was not a good performance against Barcelos." Oh my god, look at Barcelos' abs. Jesus Christ. He definitely is beyond the sauce. But yeah, I think Rene Barcelos, well, whatever his name is, I think he has a bit of crafty. He's a crafty vet now. I think he's gonna have some crafty vettiness. I don't know, with maybe jabs, hooks, low kicks. That's gonna give Payne Tabbitt some trouble, because Payne Tabbitt is talented but he's new to the sport. So Rene Barcelos is really experienced now. I do think Barcelos has some tricks up his sleeve, which will give Peyton Tabbitt some problems. I'll go for a Tabbitt decision where he slightly edges us out and it's a pretty boring performance. Maybe Tabit like holds Barcelos against the cage. I don't know. Next year, Prohaska versus Jamal Hill. This is a very interesting fight, to be honest. This is a banger fight. But will Yuri Prohaska fight retarded? Because if Yuri Prohaska fights retarded and doesn't use any defense, then I think it's an easy win for Jamal. But I don't know. I don't know if Yuri Prohaska's gonna be able to change his whole fight style, his whole like style after like over such a short period of time. Whereas now he's gonna be defensive and stuff. And Jamal Hill's taller, I think. I think it's 3 inches taller. So I think Jamal Hill can easily in this fight fight on the back foot and basically fight from range, and that could give Yuri Prohaska some problems if Jamal fights smart. I think Yuri Prohaska will have to mix in some grappling, but this will also prove Jamal's level because Jamal's best win is Glover Teixeira. Old Glover Teixeira. I know he's champion, but like besides that, he doesn't really have anyone else on his resume. So this will be a really good win for Jamal Hill. I think I'm gonna go with Jamal Hill. I don't know if the fight's 5 rounds. It's probably 3 rounds, so I'll go Jamal Hill decision. I don't know why I'm just picking decision today. Next, I spelled Jonathan Almeida wrong. Jonathan Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. Sergey Spivak is a very handsome man. Like honestly, the first 5 seconds I ever saw Sergey Spivak's face, I thought I was gay because I was like in such a trance of like just looking at him. I thought I was. I'm not gay, but like yeah, Sergey Spivak is very handsome. I think he's definitely looks maxing, and yeah, Jelson Almeida. Jelson Almeida is a freak of nature. Like if you've never seen a Jelson Almeida fights, it's crazy. Like he like just goes in for a takedown and there's nothing you can do about it. And then he'll also pick you up and slam you. He's literally picking up Parker Porter. You know how crazy that is. I've never seen a heavyweight just be able to pick up guys like Parker Porter, who's 350 pounds probably. And he started out as a light heavyweight and he's literally picking up these fat heavyweights and dropping them on the ground and slamming them into the ground. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. Jelton Omega. People are forgetting about Jelton Omega's grappling, and he's just freak of nature strength. People forget, man. And if he wins, I want to see them both gone, because Jelton Omega's like 7-1 in the UFC. I think now if he wins this fight, he deserves basically a title eliminator ish fight. I'm gonna go with Jelton Almeida. I'll go with the second round submission or ground and pound because Jalen Mays is gonna, I don't know, maybe you'll flatten out Survey Spivak and just land some ground and pound. Yeah, it's just you can't stop this guy, Jalen Almeida. He's a freak of nature when it just comes to strength, and I understand how he's literally picking up Parker Porter and all these heavyweights. It's literally insane. But yeah. Next, Kevin Holland versus Reiner the Ritter. Um, Kevin Holland has had more fights in the last 4 years than McGregor's whole UFC career. Kevin Holland's probably, I don't know if he's the most active UFC fighter, but probably like over 5, 6 years must be the most active UFC fighter. And Raider Ritter, it's basically DDP's cousin. They both have Dutch heritage, and they both kind of fight goofy. Except Raider Ritter is a goofy grappler, and Driga Super C is a goofy striker. That's what people say. Driga Super C isn't goofy. You just don't understand Driga Super C's style, and that you just don't. No, you just don't understand that Driga Super C is better than he looks. And also, Brady Ritter has like a swimmer's physique. He has like wide shoulders. I don't know, that's just something I just noticed. He kind of looks like a swimmer. I'm gonna go with Randy Ritter, the grappling advantage. Kevin Holland has good grappling, but like he got ragdolled from Hamzat. So if he can get his back, I don't know if Randy Ritter can basically get his back and he can do whatever he wants to. Islam Makachev, if he wins, he becomes a lightweight goat. He he'll get the most title defenses ever, and also yeah, just the resume of Islam Makachev is pretty insane. But he's also Daki Taporia. Maybe I'll make a video going more in detail, but Islam Makachev is like trying to dismiss like Ilia Taporia, like he's just this like another Volk. No, Ilia Taporia is a different level to Volkanovski, and Islam Makachev knows it. That's why he's trying to like brush off Ilia Taporia just has another 145er when he's already been in 145 in Volk, but no, Islam Makachev's ducking him. He he would rather fight Leon Edwards or Shavkat Rakhmonov than Ilia Taporia. Trust me on that. And Arman Sarukin gave Islam the most problems at 22. Well, depends. Islam Makachev has like three tough fights with Volk, Poirier, and Arman Sarukian. So I'm not sure it's given the most problems, but definitely in the grappling realm. Each of those three fights, the opponents gave Islam different problems. But yeah, at 22 years old and short notice, Arman Sarukian was going toe to toe with Islam Makachev, technically, which we never seen another fighter do that before. I'm gonna go with a 50. What's it? 49-48. I didn't remember the score numbers, but I think it's gonna be a very close fight where Islam slightly edges it out. The thing is, we don't know if Arman Sarukian is gonna give respect to Islam Makachev because sometimes with fighters, when fighters are like being perceived or like on a win streak and stuff, and like everyone says this fighter's so dangerous and stuff. Like when you're the opponent find that guy in your head, like you kind of like hesitant to throw and engage in the to go first in the striking because you obviously scared of the hype of this guy. But if Arman Sarukian respects Islam Makachev, then it'll be then I think Islam Makachev will be able to outstrike Arman Sarukian on the back foot. And yeah, I think Islam Makachev has the striking advantage. Definitely now, because Islam Makachev's striking has improved and Islam can really fight well on the back foot. I think Arman Sarukian is make this get some grappling in against Islam Makachev because he was really good that last time. But I think if it's just on the feet, Islam will win. And yeah, Arman just can't give respect to Islam Makachev. In the first round, Arman Sarukian needs to be the one engaging, maybe trying out some grappling, going for going first in exchanges, not waiting for Islam, and not scared to close the distance. But I'm gonna go with Islam Makachev slightly edges out Arman Sarukian. It's just that I don't know the Dagestani fear. Even though Arman Sarukian is from that same area, the brother mentality, as Lucas Tracy said. I just think there's just a fear around fighting a Dagestani, especially Islam Makachev, where it's like I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. But yeah, 50, 40, 49, 48. Islam Makachev slightly narrows out the fight. Very close fight. And I think Islam will win the early rounds, and then the later rounds, Arman Sarukian will start winning. Kind of like Adesanya versus Whitaker 2, where once Whitaker realized that he was better than Adesanya in that fight, which he did win that fight, by the way, then that's when like Whitaker started winning all the exchanges and everything. Somehow, Whitaker lost that fight, which was absolute retarded from the judges. So yeah, so boy Salisbury may or not.